Welcome back, everybody, to Michael's Billiards, Fairfield, Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. Here for a stop on the Great Southern Billiard Tour, hosted by Shannon Dalton. I'm here with Dayton Roger. My name is David King.
I'm Dayton Roger.
How you doing today, Roger?
Pretty good, bud.
We're here to do a match between Mark Sly Jr. and Mike Grooms. It's going to be an even race to 9 games.
Yeah, Mike Grooms, he's been playing pool for a long time. He was a legend back in the 70s and early 80s.
Yes, he was.
Looks like Grooms has won the break here.
And also, for those of you out there that don't know Mark Sly is a well-accomplished tournament player as well. I played a lot of pool with him back at Snooker's Billiards when it was still open. Should be a very, very close match, I would have to say. Can't really give the edge to either one of these players here.
Well, at least both of them. They didn't have to play last night after playing all day. At least they got a good night's sleep to start the match off.
Exactly. Mark did hang out for a little bit last night, where Mike, of course, does.
Yeah. Well, the senior citizens home, you have to be in by a certain hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike's going to have the opening break. Let's see how he's here. Well, cue ball nicely, but I think he is
almost bucketed the drive. Yep.
He broke the balls at 22.5 miles per hour. Pretty exceptional speed there. Just to let you players and viewers out there know, the 9 ball does not count the 2 bottom corner pockets due to the rack your own rule. The 2 ball will be racked in the very bottom of the rack. It is alternate break, and that rack your own.
And also, this match here, the winner of this will play later for King of the Hill.
Nice shot there by Mark.
Karam.
He's going to have to play it safe behind the 5 ball and put the 1 ball on the end rail. He hides Mike pretty well here. He'll have a chance at a 1-9 combination if Mike fails to hit this ball.
Yeah. Okay, there he is. He's on. It looks like that's what he's going to do. Kind of successful. Looks like it's rolling up.
He's a left Mike shot.
Yep. An possible combination of a 1-9 or play another safety.
There's a 2-way shot here, Roger.
He can hook him behind the 7, right?
He can hook him behind the 3 ball.
At the 3?
What he can?
I'm getting old too.
He played this ball to where he was trying to actually kick the 9 in with the 1 ball. He could play a 2-way shot, parking the cue ball behind the 3. And that's exactly what he's done.
A game, set, and match there to Mr. Grooms. It's 1-0.
No.
I'm just kidding. He's hoping in his mind. I know that, Joe. I'm just adding a little humor. I'm adding a little humor to this, Joe.
Roger's always.
It's kind of like watching one of Joe's matches. A little humor to it.
No, Mike just.
Oh man.
Mike just tried to pocket that ball straight in, and it went 2 rails in the corner. And I believe he has a shot on the 3 ball.
Well, at least I was right about something. A yellow ball went in. But not the red one.
Jumped up a little bit there.
Yeah. Now, where are you guys going from here, Dave?
I'm going to be going to Raleigh, North Carolina, to the Brass Tap Billiards. The next weekend, I will be in Spartanburg, South Carolina, for another stop on the Great Southern Billiard Tour. Mark has made an uncharacteristic error there. It jumped right up in the air and missed the 4 ball. And Grooms has kind of a connect the dots out here. The only problem I see is getting from the 5 ball to the 6.
Yeah, I know. It's, yeah.
So what Mike elects to do here, he's going to come up one rail, looks like. Didn't want to get straight in. I believe he has. He might have a little angle to sort of fire this ball and punch out a little bit. You're going to have to be very precise, though, in firing this ball in this table.
It's a 5.
He's hit a great shot there going down to the bottom rail, back out to the side rail.
Perfect, which is unusual for Grooms.
Draw back out a little bit here. Probably play the 8 in the bottom right-hand corner pocket. He's caught the point, which he's going to be okay here. This is not the easiest of shots. Player of Mike Grooms' caliber, though, shouldn't have much trouble with this. That's a nice shot by Mike Grooms there. He's come up absolutely perfect on the 9 ball. And Mike Grooms is going to take game number 1.
There's somebody asking who's going to be playing next on this TV. Does anybody have any idea who's going to be playing up next on the TV table? Okay, we'll get with Shane and Dalton and find out here and let you know.
Roger, I believe they're taking a break already.
God, I'm ready too. When you get my age, you're ready for a break every shot.
Mark just pulled out the sledgehammer here. Let's see what he's able to do. Nice break by Mark. He's made a ball, and he has a nice shot on the 1.
There's no way to tell who's playing.
Good thing.
Mark's come a little long on this. He's going to hook himself behind the 5 ball here.
Kick shot. Okay. He's going to go cross side to try to kick it. And successful.
I believe he might have pocketed the ball.
Pocketed the ball.
Kept his position. Great shot.
If that wasn't an ESPN moment, I don't know what was, Dave.
I don't know about an ESPN moment. I know about a pool bloopers moment.
Well, how about ESPN Classic moment?
There you go.
And I'll expect a check from ESPN for endorsement.
Send it to PayPal.
Mark pockets of 5 and
He's going to get a little close to his work here, but I think he'll be just fine.
straight in on the 6, yep.
I just lost the game. I'm standing right there when you lost
So Mark's going to cut this ball on the side. He's going to swing the cue ball out. 1-2 rails to come over for the 7 ball. I don't really like that shot. I like going ahead and pocketing the 6 ball in the corner
If he pops it in the 6 in the corner, the cue ball's coming over straight in for the 7. But
This is a difficult shot right here. And see, that's the error that can come about with that shot there. When you're putting that inside English on the ball there, along with the low to go along with it, gives you a lot less room to make the ball and a lot more margin for error. Mike's going to be set up fairly straight in here on the 6 ball. Have a nice shot to draw back over for the 7. And if he does that, he's going to throw this rack out.
Mike makes a good shot, comes over, perfect position on the 7.
One thing I noticed about Mike Grooms, I've played him several times in tournaments and in a little bit of action, is that he never gets out of line too much. He usually plays in that position towards the ball. And as I compliment on him there, he shoots the ball right into the rail. Make me look good, Mike. Thank you.
Mark shouldn't really have a problem getting out from here.
He's jacked up on the rail a little bit. I'll tell you what, on this table here, it's not comfortable to be up on that rail. And my point was proven there. I think he's gonna come up and be safe, a little bit of a save possibly. I don't know if Mike can see all of the 7 ball to pocket it or not. If not, I'm sure he'd like to play a safe.
Safe, yeah. He's got about half a ball there, it looks like, dude.
If he can see the ball full with not enough room to cut it, he'll just shoot and stop the cue ball right there, putting the 7 ball 2 rails or possibly 3 up at the top of the table.
One of the people online here is asking which one's Mark Sly. He's the one with the hat on with a smaller size shirt on.
He's in a light green and white striped shirt. Mike is elected to take the shot that I had spoken about. He's left Mark a bank here. I don't really think Mark can go for the bank. I like thinning off the left side of the 7 ball and bringing the cue ball back down table by the 9.
Yeah, somebody was asking what kind of cue Mike Grooms plays with. He plays with a Nova that he won at a tournament about 8-9 years ago. He's been playing with it ever since.
Marcus went for the bank and made it. Nice shot by Mark Sly there. The unique thing about that shot there, Roger, is if he would have missed that ball, he had Mike hooked behind the 8 ball. Yeah, it's excellent cue ball control. And just roll down a little bit, bouncing off the side rail here for the 9. Wow. Very uncharacteristic.
It's like he worried more about the shape than he did the shot. It just had a little bit of it was off just a hair.
Mike does not have an easy shot here. I think he's just going to have to roll the ball in and take the position that he gets. There's really no need to get cute here. He's going to jack up and try to
Knowing
draw
Mike, he'll hit this ball and pull it across table into the rail and back across.
If you're going to jack up on this ball, you just might as well just go ahead and try to stop it. And there's no need to draw it. The 9's close enough to the rail where you can pretty much call it a hanger. He's having problems cueing on the ball here because of where he is near the pocket. He might be shooting this in the side pocket.
Yeah, he did.
Spun the ball around the table, made a very nice
Rails,
shot.
perfect shot. Unexpected, but a perfect shot.
Now, when he was having trouble cueing to get it, to shoot in the corner, and that the side pocket was really the much better choice.
Like I said when we first started on this, Mike has played for a long time, and he does a lot of shots that most people normally wouldn't go for, and he's pretty successful at times with it.
Well, he's played with a lot of great players as well as, Gary Spade, Jason Miller, Joe Brown.
Joey Spaeth. Mike Grooms started out back when he was young playing with like Cornbread Red, Grady Matthews, Jim Rampey, Buddy Hall, Earl Strickland to be one when he first was 16 years old, coming won the Ohio State Open back in 1979, 8 or 9 I think it was.
Wow, that's an amazing feat just in itself.
He come to a pool hall with a holey shirt and pants on, and hardly the gym shoes wore out, and the pool owner Joe Burns bought him clothes, and he won the tournament. 16 years old.
Had bobby pins in his hair, right?
Yep.
Joe's son, Bob Burns, was telling me that story. I worked for Bob about 10 years ago, installing pool tables, and heard a lot of stories, especially about a lot of the players from Dayton. Nice break there from Mike. Unfortunately, he has not pocketed a ball.
Mike just had a break of 27.18 mile per hour.
Actually, I believe that was 21 point.
27. A little slow
A little bit.
compared to that one you won with the break contest. What was it, 31 or?
It was 30.10, I believe, something in that nature.
Oh, well, don't pat yourself on the back too quick there, huh?
No, it wasn't nothing too spectacular. Actually,
I never did get my cut of that either.
I actually caught one on the back table in the diamond mine at 32.28 miles per hour before that tournament started. So,
I thought that was your speed to the buffet line.
and it's much faster than that.
Oh, okay. With my cane, I can't go over 2 mile an hour.
You know, I bet all the grandmas are mad at you.
Yeah.
And Mike has a big pocket for this ball here, because if he hits it slightly bad, it goes right off the 5 ball. And that's what he's done. Excellent shot by Mike Grooms, and take the lead in the match, 3 games to nothing. And just for those of you out there just joining us, we're coming to you live inside pool from Cincinnati, Ohio, Michael's Billiards. And I'm David King. Along in the booth with me is Dayton Roger, doing a match with Mike Grooms and Mark Sly. Mike Grooms leads the match 3 games to 0.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, better known as the Black Top Bully.
The Black Top Bully. He prefers the black top, not the gravel, fellas. We're going to see what Mark Sly breaks these balls at. Mark Sly has broke those balls at 24.22 miles per hour. A little adrenaline going between these guys. Mark Sly has drawn a nice shot on the 2 ball here.
We have somebody asking if George Root is still coming to Airway. It might be kind of hard because he died about a month ago, and they've got him. He was buried, I think, a month ago. He died, I think, at the age of 94 years old.
He was actually there for the last one pocket tournament I played in there. At the end of August, he was there, not looking too well. I guess they brought him there from his nursing home or whatever.
Yeah.
Excellent player. Excellent player. A lot of knowledge.
Legend in his own mind.
And a lot of other people's.
Yep. He played good back in the 60s and early 70s, and still up in his 90s was still able to execute pretty good shots.
Yes, he was.
A lot of knowledge.
Mark Sly's made a very nice shot there. See how Mark looks in good shape on the 6 ball here. He's a little indecisive. I did not shoot this shot that way. He came up perfect on it. I like going just right to the end rail and back down. Start bringing 2 or more rails in play. Yeah, bad things can happen. I want to ask everybody out there viewing if the stream is good and if the audio is good and everything. A little feedback on that for us, please. So Mark's played a very uncharacteristic shot on the 8 ball there, but he does have a shot on the 9. It's not the easiest of shots, but I like he will make this. Key to this shot here is just staying down, following through.
Mark made a very good shot. Mark's a very good player. He's had like 4 top 15s in the Derby City Classic Banks tournaments. Pretty good player, pretty consistent. He was 7th last year, I believe. Wow, what's his 3-1?
Mike, radar is ready. We'll see what Mike breaks these balls at here. .58 miles per hour. Not bad for a man that has a couple health issues.
And a big health issue. Mike underwent a skull surgery last year, about the same time I did, with and it's left us both physically impaired. Just one of us. But Mike, as long as Mike gets rest, he's a pretty good player. It's just the long, drawn-out tournaments and kind of thing with like anybody else our age. I won't get in the tournament unless it's a race to 2 because I won't be able to make it through.
Those race to 2 tournaments just aren't as fun, it seems like.
Well, I need oxygen if it's anything more than that. And a wheelchair to get out. Good shot.
Nice shot there. Go with a nice shot on the 4 ball. To answer one of those questions, yes, Justin Lazaro is still in the tournament.
Yeah, Mike Grooms, he went in for his last surgery. He went in for a heart transplant. He was there for a year because they had trouble finding his heart. But it looks like he's kind of found it now. He's starting to play a little better.
You are something else, Dayton Raj.
Well, me and him have been friends for 30 years, and I try to punish him every chance I get.
I'm sure once he watches this match on YouTube or through the Inside Pool,
I'll have to buy it for him because he's not educated enough to figure it out. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Mike's a good sport.
This is free to view all this.
No, I did attend Penn State, or was that the state Penn? I'm not really sure. If you ask Joe Brown, it was the state Penn. I graduated with flying colors.
Mike hit a nice shot there. Had a big pocket for the 6 ball. Played it right off the 9. Just a few moments here. We'll get you an update on the Chris Bossy-Tommy Stevenson match.
I don't know who's up. I know it's 5-4, but I'm not sure which one. I think it's Chris Bossy. I think 5-4. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Dave.
Oh, you're absolutely fine. Nice shot there by Mike Grooms.
Perfect shape.
And Mark Sly will forfeit that 9 ball. Mike Grooms will go up 4 games to 1. I'm glad to see that Mike's playing a lot better than what he was a couple weeks ago here at this tournament. I played him in a match, and
Yeah, Mike Grooms thinks he's Paul Newman in The Color of Money. He's back. He's having a flashback, and he's
I'll tell you
playing
what,
good today.
I just got done playing Paul Newman from The Hustler in North Carolina with a man by the name of Sparky Farrell. Looks just like him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, I had to hit him with the Cyclone, though. So let's see what Mark breaks here. 21.92, right at about 22 miles per hour, which is a good controlled break. I'm misfortunate not to pocket a ball. There's a pretty simple safety here. Shoot the 1 ball 2, 3 rails down table, park the cue ball behind the 2-3.
It looks like he's going to put the 1 over and bring the cue ball up table, Dave, which is pretty good.
That's a good shot there as well.
I think it left a shot on the 1, but
I'm a really big fan of blocking my opponent from seeing the ball completely. Even letting him see an edge of it gives him an opportunity to play it safe right back on you. One of the comments out there, if you would have seen Sparky Farrell, you'll be able to see him in some of the matches that are uploaded from last week's Carolina Tour Championship, where we were live at for 6 straight days. Get a good glimpse of him. Gonna comment back on that. Mike obviously put Joe in a very good spot right there, or Mark in a very good spot right there. I realize he's used to having Joe in a pretty good spot as well, but all right, gonna be joining me in the booth. Dayton Rogers gonna have to take a little break right quick. I'm going to ride solo with you for a little bit here. Everybody wants to keep me by myself. Nobody wants to come commentate with me. But the show will always go on.
Well, until one of us says different, right?
Let's see what Mike does on the 2-ball here. Gonna roll forward and shoot the 3-ball in the corner pocket, maybe. Nice shot. Well, the 4-ball is gonna give him a little bit of difficulty. I believe he can draw down 1, maybe 2 rails, shooting the 4-ball in the top corner pocket, where the 4-9 combination might be on. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot. And he has come down the 2-rail, shoot the 4-ball in the top corner pocket. He has a 2-way shot here. If the ball doesn't go, he can play it safe as well. Shot here, you just really need to stay down, stay focused on, and just sort of roll the ball in. Position is going to be natural. He has position on the 5. He'll bounce out 1 rail for the 6-ball in the same pocket. Mike's come down a little far here. Looks like he's going to actually try to spin around the 9-ball. Tried to actually jump over part of it. And he has left Mark Sly a shot. Nice shot there by Mark Sly. And Mike Grooms will forfeit the 9-ball for this game, and Mark Sly will now be down 2 games to 4 in this match. And it will be a Mike Grooms break. see how Grooms breaks the balls here. Same position. A lot of power into them. And we're at 25.32 miles per hour. He's made a ball, but does not come up with a shot here. I look for him to go ahead and push out. Push out is actually a little rough as well. Push to the end rail. Now he's made a unique shot here, because if Mark Sly decides to go for the bank on the one ball, and then he draws position to run the remainder of the balls out, the 7-8 are somewhat tied up, and looks like a combination or a bank will have to be played. It's a very smart shot by Mike Grooms, in my opinion. Marcus went for the bank and scratched. And for those of you just joining us out there, we're coming to you live inside PoolMagazine.com. Live recording from Michael's Billiard, Cincinnati, Ohio, for the Great Southern 9-Ball Tour. Hosted by Shannon Dalton. I'm David King from Cincinnati, Ohio. We're doing a match today between Mike Grooms and Mark Sly Jr. Mike Grooms currently leads the match 4 games to 2. Sure if Mike is going to elect to play the combination here. He has a chance to get safe if he misses it. I don't believe he has a clear pocket for the 2-ball. Let's see what he elects to do here. Play it safe behind the 9-ball. I believe he might have fallen a little short there. Mark's going to come to the table with a shot on the 2-ball. Position's going to be an issue here. He can elect to shoot and stop right there. Parking the cue ball right behind the 5. He went for the ball, used the 5-ball to hold position. It's a very nice shot by Mark Sly. Those of you out there on the chat, Justin Lazar won a hill battle last match. It was a great match. So he'll be joining us back here again, possibly on our feature table. Nice shot by Mark Sly there. He has perfect position, just a draw out or actually bounce out one rail for the 7 ball, and position on the 8 is going to be absolutely natural. Oh, looks like Dayton Rogers is going to be joining me back in the booth here momentarily. Welcome back, Dayton Roger.
And I want to apologize to people. I say a lot of joking things about people, but they're friends of mine, and nothing that I say reflect on the JR and Dave and all them. Too much. And if I endorse your product, we will take the check by mail within 3 business days.
Or PayPal.
Hello, Steve Lomax of Lomax Custom Cues. I hope you're out there. I'll see you at the Derby, buddy.
Nice shot there by Mike. Except to take the long shot on the 9 ball in the side or in the corner. Looks like he's going to shoot it in the side. That's a great shot. Mike Grooms will win the game. He'll now lead the match 5 games to 2.
Well, Chris Wade was wanting to know how they can get their state tournament streamed. That's not something I know how to answer. Maybe Dave does, or you can contact JR.
The best thing to do on that, though, Chris will be contacting JR Calvert via email at insidepool.com. He will get right back with you on that. I'm fairly sure that could happen.
I want to say hello out there to D. Adkins. He's part of the UPL 8-ball tour. He had a tournament this weekend up at Sportsman's Bar and Grill in Columbus and had 67 entries, which is a record so far for this year for his tournaments. Dee's trying to do a lot right now for
Nice.
pool, along with Shannon.
Congratulations, Dee.
Yep.
We had one of his tournaments here about 2 weeks ago.
Yep. And Michael informed me yesterday that he wants me to get with Dee to see if he can get some more in, at least 1, maybe 2 more this year. Said he'd like to have more of them because it was a pretty successful tournament, good turnout.
Well, it's actually pretty successful for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave did real good. Got part of the cheddar to take on with him. As was last weekend, you was a little successful down in North Carolina. Tony Mosier won the tournament at Sportsman's yesterday, and Tony's name's Tony, not Toney. Mosier. Only known him for most of his adult life.
Mike has not left Mark a shot here. He's going to have to thin off the right side of the 2 ball. Come 1, possibly 2 rails back down table, getting behind the 8 balls. That's what I like in this, but that's exactly what he's elected to do, and he's done it quite nicely. I believe Mike is going to be able to see part of the 2 ball here.
It says here now Scott Hewitt was second up there to Tony Mosier. Austin, looks like there was, I'm pretty sure they had 44 players here yesterday. It looks like John Dunn was third and D. Atkins got 4th.
Just let everybody else out there know, Chris Boss, he has just defeated Tommy Stevenson.
And just ruined my 401k. This was really a pretty kind of a successful turnout. 44 players, pretty good. And most of a really good field of good players.
Yes, there was.
A few exceptions.
Mike's just going to bounce out one rail here for the 5 ball. Now he can go 1 rail across table, or he can come around 2, maybe 3 rails. I like just bouncing out 1 rail. It's natural position. Back out towards the center of the table. And here you have your options. You can spin out, play the 7 ball in the corner, which I do not like. This is where the 8 ball is. Now you can go back and forth across table and play the 7 ball on the side, which I believe is the right shot. He elected to spin it in. It's a nice shot by Mike Grooms. That's a nice shot by Mike there. This shot here is not the easiest of shots. You can stay down and just really you can roll forward a little bit or stop the cue ball there. You don't need to do anything cute here. And you let it just roll forward and get the ball off the rail a little bit so you was able to cue it for the 9. And nice shot by Mike Grooms. He will increase his lead to 6 games to 2. And for those of you out there just joining us, I want to welcome you to Michael's Billiards, InsidePoolMagazine.com, live streaming the Great Southern Billiard Tour hosted by Shannon Dalton. Some of the co-sponsors of the event, Nick Varner Hughes, Delta 13 Rack, Tiger Products. We're coming to you live from Michael's Billiards from Cincinnati, Ohio, from David King. Along with me is Dayton Roger. Currently doing a match with Mike Grooms and Mark Sly Jr.
Looks like the score is Mike Grooms 6, Mark Sly 2.
And Mike has broke the balls at 22.94 miles per hour, basically 23 miles per hour, but he has scratched. And Mark is going to get to the table with a nice layout, actually. Only thing tricky I see here is the 3 ball to the 4 if it passes the 7. And he's just made it that much easier for it to pass the 7, bumping it a little bit, putting it towards the rail. They need to fall in the correct angle on the 3 here to be able to get over on the 4. And I believe he is going a little straight in. Mark's gearing up like he's really going to put a stroke on this ball. Yeah, that's a nice shot there. For as straight in as he was, he took basically what he could get.
And a little bad luck that the ball was there that he ran into, but he still left him a good shot.
Just got to stay down on this and roll the ball in. Position's natural.
Tight pocket.
Pockets are very tight on that table. Table's very dry, playing fast.
The only balls go down there is the 9 on the break on these tables. Constantly.
One thing I can say is we are still awaiting the arrival of Alex Bollinger. He's due to play a match a little bit earlier.
Mike Grooms kicks that ball successfully in the corner. Leaves himself a little angle if he's not corner hooked. Looks like he might be. Yeah.
Mike is miscued. It's going to leave Mark the ball in hand. I look for Mark to go ahead and clear these out. On this table right now, anything is possible.
Mark's kind of left himself a easy shot, but a tough shape shot here.
He's kind of on the 50 here. He's got 2 balls here that can hurt him.
The 8, if he comes back off the rail, would stop him, but he's made a good shot.
Made a great shot there. Now here's a key shot. This is where you just stay down and make the ball. Position will be natural. Wow, he fired it. Let's see what he likes to do here. There's really no need to draw that ball that much.
He left himself straight in, didn't he, Dave?
He did.
Good shot.
Now he's going to have I don't want to say an easy shot, but he'll have a very makeable shot. That in the side pocket. All right, the game closer. The score will now be 6-3 in favor of Mike Grooms.
I just read. Grooms looks like he's got a good chance for a run out here. He's got a couple balls that might play into it, but he stroked the ball well.
Very nice shot there. He doesn't want to come down too far. If he does, he wants to bounce up a little bit. bounce up, play the 5 ball in the same pocket. Maybe going all the way up to the end rail and back. Oh, pulled his head up right out of the shot.
That's a hard way to play a safety.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I didn't know you was back over here. I just walked back over.
He has snookered Mark. Wow, what a shot by Mark Sly. Very close to making that ball. Oh, yeah. Mike's just going to cut this ball in. I like coming all the way up to the end rail and back down. A little bit of inside English. You have a choice. If you fall short, you have a choice for the side pocket. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, the corner pocket. If you fall long, you have a choice for the side. He shot the shot, but I think he forgot to put the inside on it. Mike's shot-making ability, this shouldn't be much problem for him. It's a very, very thin cut in the side pocket. He may have room to play this ball in the corner. Just to go ahead and play it safe, which is a very nice save at that.
And we'd like to give a little shout out to Hammerhead Hustling up there in Columbus. They sponsor Alex Olinger and a few other players. And I'd like to say hello to them. They're listening on the stream right now.
It's very nice there by Mark.
Anytime you're up at some of the tournaments around the Columbus area and some of the bigger tournaments, Hammerhead Hustling will be up there with their line of apparel, different shirts and stuff. You can also get them online, I believe, at hammerhustling.com, hammerheadhustling.com.
Mike's a little indecisive.
I can't hear it. It's just in my pocket, I guess. I'm sorry. And my buddy there at Hammerhead, that is a 3X, remember that.
What a shot from Mark Sly.
Dave, is Alex coming? Somebody said something I heard earlier that he was sick.
He said to me that he overslept. He called me and asked me if he was forfeited, and he was not. I have not heard anything else back, and I did just check my phone.
I'm just wondering, because I know he was on the schedule for one, and a couple of the matches went over.
Maybe we can get an update from Shannon Dalton about that. So the guys out there at Hammerhead know that I still need my white hoodies if you have them in. I wasn't unable to get to the email to let you know the exact designs, but white hoodies with black writing would be perfect. Alex Olinger has been forfeited.
Yep. It's a shame that Alex overslept and had to forfeit.
He sounded like he was fresh out of bed when he had called me about an hour ago. And what really is a shame is that he was on the winner's side.
Looks like they've got a difference between a small and a medium on the shirts. It's called a smedium, Dave. What do you think?
I know mine have to be 2X.
I know you can hear that, Daryl. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Austin Adkins. I appreciate that, buddy.
Mark does just 6 balls hanging in the hole. Don't want to fall too far on this. These side pockets are a little tight on this table, Raj.
Yes, they are. Michael was talking about that he's going to have for the tournaments next year. They're going to, I guess,
equal the tables
redo the
out.
tables, and they're going to take the shims out of the tables, so it makes them more playable for these tournaments. Because he's expecting to try to double up his tournaments between the Great Southern 9-Ball Tour and the D. Atkins UPL 8-Ball Tour. And a couple outsiders are trying to come in and run a couple tournaments next year, I guess. Pretty good size ones for the players, trying to do something for pool.
I'm actually going to start running a one-pocket tour within the next year. It's going to take about a year to get started. Maybe a few people that are going to join me and helping me with that, but this will be one of the stops.
Well, it's nice that somebody's trying to do good for the smaller guys to keep this pool going. It got blown up there for a long time and then backed off, and now they got people like Shannon Dalton, D. Adkins, Corey Doyle. They're trying to do something for pool with these small tournaments, trying to make it big.
And they're doing a great job at it as well. I'll tell you who else is doing another great job is Inside Pool Magazine, J.R. Calvert, that giving a guy like myself the opportunity to come along and take me on with them.
And JR's been around a while, and he does a lot for pool. Pretty good guy.
Not to mention, he also worked with Paul Motti for quite a while, for those of you out there that don't know that.
We won't hold that against him, but
We also
JR is
have
a good
Alvin
guy.
Nelson as well, who, those of y'all that don't know Alvin that well, also has an import repair business up in northern Ohio. That Audis, BMWs,
Toyotas?
you need it, he can do it.
I'll take your mic over for you. Can you get me an oil change out here, Mo? Thank you. I stripped my plug out there. Well, Dave, I'm going to go for a break again real quick here.
All right.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right, Roger. Looks like Alvin Nelson's going to join me momentarily here. Mark has a pretty nice shot here on the 9-ball. Stay down, roll the ball in.
All right.
A nice shot there.
Your ever-present host for the 24-hour stream. I'm here with Dave. Glad to be in the booth with you, Dave.
You as well, Alvin.
Enjoyable to hear some good commentary. I enjoy listening to you. And JR's not here to totally school us. I'm almost speechless when I get in the booth with him, man, because he just knows so much about it.
Oh,
I'm
he
like,
can
wow.
keep going and knows everything. Yeah, he knows what he's talking
I'm
about.
completely playing in the sandbox, you know, compared to JR with my rattle. I got my rattle out.
What about our misfortune with Alex Olinger?
Well,
That's so very uncharacteristic like of Alex. He got out of here early last night, didn't stick around for any action or anything, knew he was on the winner's side,
Yeah, I'm surprised that that happened. But you get in a
just-
dark hotel room and close them blinds, and
You know, I believe he
time
went home
stands
last
still.
night.
Oh, he went home. He's done.
I talked to him. Alex lives about 30 minutes from here.
I see. Oh, he went home to get in his own bed.
Yes.
Mistake.
Now, I spoke
Mistake.
with him a little over an hour ago. He called me and asked me if he was forfeited, and at that time he was not, and he went and got our information for us, stating that he was.
Looks like we're on a little break here.
Yeah, we're on a little break. We're doing a little discussion on some of the actions that are going on in the tournament. Had a little action last night. Shannon Murphy played a little bit. Played a little bit with Josh Hamlin.
Yeah, we actually got that on film. I commentated on that. Man, that guy's an amazing player, that Shannon Murphy, man.
He's a good, solid player.
He's going to start winning tournaments, you watch. I just know he doesn't travel that much,
The only
does
problem is he has to enter them.
he? What?
The only problem is he has to enter them.
Yeah, he doesn't do that, does he?
He never wants to leave his hometown, and I just don't understand why.
He's still a young guy. He's got kids and a family, doesn't he?
For the most part, but he's not getting any younger. So
Yeah.
yeah,
he
sort of
needs-
leave it at that. He's going to do his own thing, and I wish him the best.
Yeah, I knew he was a talent a couple years ago. I saw him in Columbus. I knew he was going to be a great shooter. But
Some of the other action we had last night was Stephen Dillon, better known as Cupcake, that close friend of mine, played Jordan Grubb, some sets of 9 ball. We weren't able to get that on the stream table. They played on the super tight table 1, notorious here at Michael's.
Triple shim pockets.
Triple shim is not the word for it. Very tight, very fast table.
Kind of like a snooker table, huh? About the size of a snooker.
I'll tell you
hole.
what, being stuck 9 games in a set going to 13, that definitely feels like a snooker table. All right, looks like Mike Grooms is back at the table along with Mark Sly. Mike Grooms will have the break.
This guy's a good player here.
You must have done wrong up there. Joey. Yeah. Somebody from this number called my phone twice.
Mark has a nice shot on the 2 ball here. Let's see what he likes to do with the 3. 2 rails out. Came back to actually try to play the combination. That's what he's going to go ahead and do. I don't really like that choice of shot there. But
Yeah. Real thing.
combination hit it quite well. On most other tables, that ball would have fallen.
Yep. On your typical Gold Crown 3.
So I'm still having nightmares about those.
Take us higher here, Mike.
What a
Nice.
shot by Mike Grooms.
And he did.
What a shot. That will be one for the highlight reel.
Nice.
And Mike will just win the game and go up 7 games to 4. If Mike keeps playing like this, it's going to be tough to beat this tournament. especially getting the rolls and playing good as well. It's going to be Mark Sly's break.
Take me higher. That was a cool looking break.
That's what Michael likes to do here is cut the one end, just roll out a little bit. Center table's
Nice
perfect.
shot. I like this guy's game, man. He plays the speed. He plays the speed this table needs.
He plays patterns as well. He never leaves himself straight in where he has to do anything cute.
He jumped a little bit there, but he still made it.
Because he was putting that little extra oomph into the cue ball there to make it go back and forth across the table. Has a clear shot on the 3-ball. Bounce off. One rail out for the 4, and it's a routine out for Mike Grooms here.
This guy's played a lot of pool, I can tell. Yeah, he dogged that ball.
He couldn't see all of it. He
Yeah.
elected to play it safe.
Yeah,
he
did.
fell just a little short.
Maybe
I
not.
believe.
Maybe not. Yeah, he fell short. But he guy's up off the rail, which is, it doesn't. This lower right hand or this top pocket here.
Yeah, when you
Not
say Mike
liking
Grooms has played a lot of pool, he's
Yeah.
played with the likes of Jason Miller, Joe Brown, Gary Spade, Frank Ruby. That whole group from Dayton at one point in time
Yep.
was one of the strongest teams in the country.
Oh, I bet.
Especially Jason Miller and Gary Spade. At their point in time, in their peak, it was hard to get a group of players to play their team. That the only people that they said that they would not play, and they will, and I do quote this, were the Filipinos.
Yep.
Were Efren Perica, that Luat. That just tells you what type of talent these gentlemen had.
We have the lovely Tara getting us some food here at Michael's.
She's always working hard.
And she's amazing.
Mark has a rather tough shot here. Let's see what he elects to do with this. Jack up and draw this ball, and he has scratched. And he will forfeit the game, and Mike Grooms will go up 8-4, which will take Mike to the hill.
Okay, Mike goes to the hill. So if you're just joining us, we're here at the Great Southern Billiard Tour in Cincinnati, Ohio at Michael's Billiards, a great room. Nice clean room with about 30 pool tables. It's huge. I think he said 12,000 square feet. I mean, there's no dust on any of the pictures. There's no dust above the pool tables. All the chains look like they've been cleaned that hold all the lights up. Everything's great. The kitchen's spotless. Been back in the kitchen. It's really clean back there. You want good staff, great food. Great pool. It's awesome tables. This is a place to go in Southern Ohio. A lot of great players come out here too. A lot of bank players from Kentucky show up here.
Yes, most definitely.
Brumbach.
Oh, the owner of the
Here.
place, Michael Medley, was a bank champion in his own right.
Yeah, we appreciate him a lot. He's been taking good care of us here, making us feel like family and not anything else. Yeah, this is definitely a great place to go and visit if you like some. And it's 24 hours a day, which makes that 50 times even better than all
Well,
the.
just to let everybody out there know, it's 24 hours a day, Friday through Monday.
Oh.
Now, unless there's action going, the place will close down from 4 a.m. until 1 p.m.
They're asking about a website. I'm not sure about that. I would assume that he probably does have a
He
website.
has, if you go to AZ Billiards and type in Michael's Billiards,
michaelsbilliards.com. That's fine, yeah. It's all right. Everything's fine.
Mike has a shot. Two ball here. See what he looks to do. I don't see much of a combination. He left the play safe. Not quite sure if he got there or not. Can't tell. I don't believe Mark can make the ball. And now Mike Grooms has a shot in the side pocket. And a 2-ball. Position on the 3 is going to be a little bit difficult.
I want to say thanks to everybody out there in the chat and watching, giving us information as we go here. You know I appreciate you out there, so sure you know that I'm watching. Watching and listening. All your great input, everybody. Thanks for being here with us. So he just needs to float to the bottom rail, come back up for the 5-ball. Nice shot there. See if he's going to be rewarded with some position. Looks like he may get lucky here and have a shot on the 5-ball.
Yes, I believe he does.
Player as good as this guy, I don't think he had even a second to think about that shot. That was nothing to him. I think this guy's going to take this rack, and I'm sure he wants to get this match over with.
And he will be playing for King of the Hill if he can close this out. Let's hit this one a little bit firm. I think he's going to be okay here.
he's going
Looks
for
like
the
he
side.
might go for the side. I don't like this. He's hit a great shot.
Wow.
And that is going to be the match.
That's gonna be it.
Mike Grooms will win this match 9-4.
What a great match. I only got to catch the end of it there, but
Absolutely fantastic match.
I mean, I can see this guy winning this tournament as good as this guy plays. And we want to thank Inside Pool Magazine for having us here, bringing us here. Thanks. Go to InsidePoolMag.com and please support